Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is so nice to see you guys again. You guys know I have been sick for about a week and a half now, but as I am climbing out of this sickness, I do want to make a video for you guys, and this is going to be an absolute banger. This may be my favorite video I've ever made here on YouTube. Now, what I am going to be talking about in this video, I'm going to be walking you guys through an account that I have taken from $20,000 to over $100,000 in just about 2 years' time. Now, this portfolio is high risk and high reward, so I want to preface none of this is financial advice. Do not take anything from this portfolio. This portfolio has seen swings all the way up to 135,000 and then all the way back down to 90,000 in just about a month's time. So it is very, very volatile, very high risk, very high reward. So be very careful when taking anything from this video. I would advise, as always, to do your own research on anything that you may find interesting within this video. Now, before I do get into it, I'm not going to show you guys my portfolio unless you like and subscribe. So do that right now. Thank you. Let's go ahead and jump right into this video. Now, taking a look at this portfolio, we're first going to take a look at this account value, which is looking great. We have broken back over 100K, and we are currently sitting at $107,734, up around $4,000 today, or about 4%. Really, really great day. We're going to go ahead and break down every single position so you guys can see what led to a great day like this and what has led to this great growth. Now, first, I want to notice that we have around $3,500 in cash. Not doing anything with that right now. We'll see what we end up deploying that into. Of course, you guys will always get that alert in premium. But taking a look here, our first position is going to be BBAI, where we are up 74% for about an $1,100 gain. My average price on BBAI is around 3.87, with the price sitting at 6.7 right now. We are looking really, really good. We are up almost 100% here, and I think that we will get up 100% very, very soon as BBI looks to climb back to those prior highs at $9. Next, we have Bloom Energy and CEG. I'm grouping these together because these are two brand new positions within this portfolio. As you guys can see, BE is up around 9% today, looking absolutely amazing. We're up around $500 just today on BE. And on CEG, we're also up around 3% and all time. Not too much. As I said, these are new positions. But talking about our next position, which is another big energy stock, we are in EOS, and EOS has been absolutely amazing to us. We are up around 140% on EOS for about $5,000 in gain, almost up about $1,000 today as the price has climbed 11%. Now with EOS, this has been great. We have already taken profits over in this account, as we did have around 750 shares. We sold 180 shares at an average price of around $18. So we've already locked in a good bit of profit, and we're going to keep running with the shares that we have right here. Next, we have HIMS. I have already sold 300 shares of HIMS. I sold completely out of my position at $60. We bought those at 22, sold them at 60, made a great profit, and then I bought back in at $42.64. So we are down just a little bit, about 8%. Nothing too crazy, not worried at all. We already made about $10,000 on him, so I'm not too worried if we are down about $500. Not that big of a deal. Next, we have Robinhood, where we are up around 261%. We are up around $7,323. This is a great position within this portfolio, and this is another position where we have already trimmed 125 shares, locking in over $10,000 in gain. We sold those 125 shares at $150. If you guys don't know, Robinhood saw a high of around $154. So we got a very, very good sell on that. I believe Robinhood does go higher, but taking a trim up 300% is not going to hurt you. Next, we have LTBR and Lunar. I'm grouping these two together again because these are two small positions. I'm not the biggest fan of these positions, but I'm really just kind of letting these ride. LTBR, I bought in and we were up 40% in the first week. Then it pulled all the way back down. It was on my end that I didn't take profits. I definitely should have, but I wasn't paying as close of attention. We were up 40%. Now we're back down 4%. Not a huge deal, but we'll continue to monitor this and see what LTBR does. Next, we have Lunar up around 1.72%. Not much to talk about. I thought the setup was fine about a year ago. We've still been holding. Not really much to talk about, but there is a lot to talk about on this next position, which is Oklo, baby. Oklo, we are up around $8,172, or around 339%. If you guys don't know, as you guys see, we have 100 shares. We sold 200 shares at an average price of $178. So we have already locked in over $20,000 within this position, and I am still leaving these 100 shares to ride. I believe that Oklo does work its way back up, although it has zero financials, no EPS, no revenue, nothing good to look at on the financials. I'm still on this because we are only playing with profits at this current point. As you guys can see, my equity that I've put into this position was about $2,000, and we are up around $8,000. So I'm going to let this to run. We're playing with profits here. I'm probably going to trim another 50 shares once we get over $120. But for now, we are looking really, really great on Oklo, the top gainer within this portfolio. Next, we have Open Door. I'm taking a shot on an open door here. You know, the CEO gets $2.6 billion if he can get the share price to $33. Sounds good to me, bro. I'll jump in with you. You know, if you get your 2.6 billion, I'm gonna get 2,600. Sounds good to me. Next we have Opfi. Opfi is the biggest loser within this portfolio. I'm probably gonna sell this for a loss and take a good tax benefit on this. But not much to talk about. Small position, only $1,000 down, $300 on it. Nothing big. But I liked the setup. Was planning on DCAing, and then when I wanted to DCA, the setup wasn't looking as good, so I didn't. And I'm happy that I didn't. But either way, that's Opti. Next, we have Oscar, where we're up $371. I have just bought into Oscar here for ACA extensions. My average price is not very good. I bought in at $16.93. So I do think that Oscar does continue higher. I got a bad fill, but nonetheless, I do think ACA gets extended, and I think that Oscar goes much higher over the 20s. That is what I'm playing here, as I have 630 shares. Next, we have Rocket Lab, where I've already sold around 64 shares of Rocket Lab, locking in a good bit of profit, but we are still up around 142.96% for about $4,000 in gain. Rocket Lab has been great to me. I wish I would have sold more shares at $70, but I think we'll get there again. So I'm not too stressed about that. Next, we're going to have SoFi. Sorry, I skipped one. We're going to have RR, the legendary RR. As you guys know, RR has been, kind of a laughing stock across the market for quite some time now. We actually got a perfect buy on RR. I sent this out in the Discord, so maybe some of these alerts have been sent out in the Discord. I bought RR at $3.15. Currently, the price is sitting at $4.44. Nice little angel numbers right there. We got 600 shares, and we're currently up around $774 for about 40%. So we're looking really, really good. RR doesn't even look like it's began to break out. So I think we may have gotten a perfect entry on something like this. This is a lot of yapping. Next, we have SoFi. I'm up 31% on SoFi for about $1,400 in gain right now. SoFi's looking really, really good on the charts, and I believe that SoFi, with their financials, is going to continue higher in the future. Now, next, we have TE, T1 Energy, another big energy stock that is up today, up around 13% today, and I'm up around 25% all time. I think TE has great growth moving forward. I think it is a really good penny stock for growth in the future. Next, we have UNH. Now, I do want to talk about my average price on UNH being $247 because the low was $243. That means that we damn near bottom ticked this entire move after the stock fell 50%. That's pretty impressive. Just, giving myself a little pat on the chest here. But we are up around $4,400 or 35% right now. We were up around 55% when UNH was at those prior highs. And I do believe that we get there. And I do believe that we get all the way back to all-time highs where my return will be over 150%. So we could see a possible gain of over $20,000 within this position coming in the next few years. Now, next we have Zeta, and this is the last position within this portfolio. And as you guys can see, Zeta is a smaller position of only 300 shares. I own most of my shares over in the individual account on Robinhood, but we're still up 7% for about $366 in gain. Whew, that was a lot to talk about in a short bit of time, but here we are on our account totals. This is open profit. This is not profit from everything that we have done, but this is current open profit, unrealized profit right here. You guys can see that we are currently up around $32,000 on our open positions for about a 44% gain. Now, today we are up around 3.91% again for about $4,000. So this is what our open positions look like. Once again, we're up around 44% on what we have open. But over the past year, as we are about to look at, we are up over 135%. So you guys can see that we have locked in a lot of these good profits. We're going to continue to flip this and compound the growth on top of each other. I don't want to hold any of these names for too long. So growing, expanding, using new profits to buy new stocks is going to be a way to really, really, really ramp up the performance of this portfolio. Now, I want to show you guys my performance, but I can't because Fidelity is so bad. Fidelity is going to show you guys my account number, my name, and my address if I show you guys my performance. So if you guys want that information, shoot me a DM. I got you. But I'm not going to be sharing that here on YouTube. Taking a look at our account balance, we're now over $108,000. Taking a look at the last year from December 3rd to December 3rd of 2025, you guys can see just about a year ago, we were only at $40,000. From there, we ran all the way up into February, up around almost 100% to around $70,000. Those April lows did hit pretty hard, took us back down to break even on the year at around $42,000. And then from there, we went absolutely crazy. We ran this account from $42,000 all the way up to around $136,000 at the high on October 15th. Now from there, we saw a swift pullback, mostly coming from Okla, which we talked about, and HIMS also, but we saw a swift pullback down to around $91,000, and from there, we are now sitting at around $108,000. So we are up around 150% this year, looking to close the year up around 100 or 200%, hopefully. But with the way that the growth in this account has been going, as you guys can see as I zoom out on the 3-year time frame, we are looking absolutely amazing. There was some times right here where I inputted 5,000, put in another 5,000, and then put in another 10,000. So we have put $20,000 into this account and currently sitting at over $108,000. This has been an insane growth curve to take a look at. We have been absolutely killing it over here. I'm going to continue to grow this account as much as I can. Now, I do also want to talk about how I'm going to be de-risking a little bit as we are getting closer to the market top. Now, I don't think that's coming anytime soon, but as we do get deeper into a bull run, you are getting closer to some downside. That's just how it works. That's how the markets always work. That's how history repeats itself. So I do want to start to take a little bit of risk off, but for now, we are looking absolutely amazing. Now, it has been absolutely amazing to get this off my chest and show you guys one of the portfolios that I've been growing in the background. As this portfolio does continue to grow, I think I'm going to start tapping in a little bit more, showing you guys a little bit more of what's actually going on, why I'm taking some of the plays that I'm taking over here. But I don't want anybody to be chasing these high speculation names because there is a lot of risk involved. Now, of course, I have calculated thesis for every single stock that I own, but overall, these are still risky plays that I don't want anybody to get hurt by. Now, if you guys want any more information like this, make sure you guys click the link in the description. Join up on our free Discord with over 5,000 members. Other than that, that's really all I have for you guys today. This was an amazing video. I'm very happy that I made this for you guys. I hope that you guys like it too. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys check out the 2 videos on each side of me, and I will see you guys in the next video.